The man arrested in connection with the fatal shooting at the Walter Sisulu University in Mthatha remains behind bars until his next court appearance on the 2nd of May. He did make a brief appearance in the Mthatha Magistrate's Court today. A student, Sisonke Mbolekwa, was killed during the incident, and today students gathered outside court calling for justice, and Newzroom Africa's Liyema Vumisa was there. Liyema, good evening. Again, one can imagine the kind of action or the kind of reaction and anger that students would have displayed. What was that first court appearance like?
A very good evening to you, Iman, and also to Newzroom Afrika viewers. Well, as you rightfully mentioned there, absolutely there was anger across all the spectrum. That is students, parents, where we did even see some students, some parents also coming to this march to show solidarity with the students who were protesting outside the Magistrate's Court. An eventful day it was, Iman, right here at the corner of Leeds and Owen Street in Mthatha Central, where students took to the streets of this particular town to protest, demanding no bail against the alleged shooter that is linked to the Tuesday incident that occurred last week, wherein 3 students were allegedly shot, 1 fatally wounded, leaving 2 others also that were sustaining a couple of injuries from that incident. Now today, it was his first time appearing at the Magistrate Court. Well, the court started a bit late, Iman, because as we then got to understand that the attorney that is representing the accused, Mr. Mampane, residence manager at Walter Sisulu University, is in fact still yet to be briefed on the case itself by the magistrate. Meanwhile, the state hasn't even charged the accused at that current stage. Thereafter then, Iman, what happened was the magistrate had both sides of that case, wherein the state then introduced 4 charges, namely attempted murder itself, and also possession of illegal firearm, and also possession of live ammunition. And this day was not going to be what the students actually anticipated and even hoped for, where they thought that he was not going to be given bail and even, just remain behind bars. The magistrate, according to how he put it, he did mention that that bail application that was just filed by the accused's attorney will in fact be heard on the 2nd of May 2025. Along the sidelines of that, Iman, where, like I said, students across all political formations, even parents were here. Matter of fact, the family itself of the deceased student who was fatally shot allegedly at the hands of the residence manager, Sisonke Mbolekwa. His family was also present at the court today. Now, of course, Iman, you would understand that we were not allowed as the media to broadcast all of those proceedings, and this is, according to the magistrate, because of the amendment that was introduced to Section 60 of the Criminal Procedure Act, which then even overrides the fact that this is a matter of national importance and even a public interest story. Now, some of the other people that we were able to talk to, Iman, include the Member of Parliament responsible in the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education and Training, Sehlelonzi, who was in fact present at the court appearance today as well. And he was adamant, stating that, speaking from the committee's perspective, they will in fact write to the chairperson of that particular committee so that they can then invite the executive of Walter Sisulu University to actually explain, as a matter of principle, how did the employee or their staff member, that is Mr. Mampane, in this case the residence manager, enter their premises with a unlicensed firearm. Let's listen to what he had to say.
The university must be held accountable. The university can't come out as a first instance to defend the accused who murdered the student on campus. You can't come out and say this person was not a student. By the way, even if the victim was not registered for 3 or 5 years, the fact that they had studied at Walter Sisulu University, there ought to have been a level of conscience from the management side. There ought to have been ubuntu from the university side. To not imagine a parent sending a child to university, your child gets killed at the university, and then the university releases a statement to say Umdanako was not even a student to begin with.
Now, of course, Iman, this sentiment was also echoed as well by some of the students we spoke to earlier, some of them also stating that they actually want no bail at all for the accused, that is Mr. Mampane, and that in fact he should be charged and even sentenced to life imprisonment. But as it stands right now, Iman, his case, rather his bail application is going to be heard on the 2nd of May. Meanwhile, he still remains remanded in custody at a correctional services right here in Mthatha.
Liyema, thank you very much for that update. Liyema Vumisa, live for us there in Mthatha.